Wow. And so when did you know it was going to be something that was going to start being used by everybody, potentially? They were going to be plugging their MetaMask wallets in and their hot wallets in and using your dashboard.
It's a good question. So I think for us, there was a real turning point, which was a really bad experience, actually. It's in our book. For anyone who wants to go check out, they can read The Wall Street Era's Over. It's a great book about DeFi. And so we were somewhat more risk averse, I would say, than some of the investors in the space. Some people were just total degens, willing to go for the million percent APY, farm for 2 days and get out, hope that you don't get scammed and jump on to the next one. We were not quite so crazy. We had money from previous businesses, and once you've made the money, you don't really want to lose that money. So we were being fairly conservative, and I remember specifically, I was in Dubai and I was walking with my one co-founder, and we were talking about, there was a project called Compounder, and it was paying about 100% a year on stablecoins. Sounds great, right? 100% on stablecoins. Stablecoins, you don't have to worry about the volatility. There's something called impermanent loss. We'll probably talk about it later, but we'd kind of discovered that when you have two coins that are volatile, you get this impermanent loss. And if you're stablecoin to stablecoin, you really don't have that. Right. So we've eliminated that risk. And it was like 2 days later or something, they rug pulled. And it was like collectively we lost like $1.2 million or so. Wow. Yeah, not a great day.
Rug pull is when they just disappear, the protocol.
Yeah, so normal, there's different ways that they can rug pull, but one of the most common ways would be doing something like infinite minting, which is basically your tokens are in there and there's a token pair, right? And so they will print like 1 billion of this token and sell it. And as a result, it just drains all the liquidity from the other side out, right, and off they run with it. So that's one way. There's migration functions in contracts that they can take something and they can migrate it to some other contract that allows them to change something. There's a bunch of different ways. But bottom line is, it's some sort of a scam where the people built it from the beginning in order to run away with people's money. And I don't remember what the total was. We have a rec database, and you can go look it up. I think it was 17 or 34 million or something that was stolen from this particular one. And there have been a variety of them since then, but yeah.
All right, so that made you wake up and say, all right, we need to make sure this doesn't happen again to us and to anybody else.
Yeah.
And so that's when you started building some of the tools in DeFi Yield.
Yeah, I think that was like a really big turning point, right? We were working on some things before then, but it was a big wake-up call. And so that was probably around, so that would have specifically been in November of 2020, if I recall correctly.